Welcome to round 2 of this onion growing contest. We're ready to mound the onions that we grew in the last video, our first video, and we'll look at the onions in a bit. First, just a real quick weather report. The air ambient temperature is around 55 degrees, and with the sun, as long as the sun is not covered by the clouds and we have sun, it's quite warm, and you can be in t-shirt and shorts here in the winter. So what's been going on? In the last video, we sowed the seeds of the 2 onions that were pitting against each other to see how they're growing. It's been taking them a while to grow because the temperatures have cooled down. The other thing that I discovered was that it's a little bit of an unfair matchup right now because the seeds for the Tokyo Long White, they're about a year old. So with the heirloom seeds, the germination rate is going to be halved after a year of storage. So we do have some Tokyo Long White onions that are here, but they're not going to grow as densely as the Ishikura Long. The other thing that we'll be doing with this video series is not only see them grow side by side and then see the process of mounding, so that you can get that really long stalk that you saw in the previous episode. We'll also be talking about the different ways that onions can be grown. So in the last episode, we directly sowed our seeds into our bed, and another way to grow green onions is to sow them in the starter packs, like this here. You can get one of these and drop about 10 onion seeds in here, and then lightly cover the seeds. When they grow to this height, you can then transplant them into the bed or any elsewhere that you want to grow it. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at these onions, and then we'll mound them up. If you remember from our first video of this contest, this is a row of the Ishikura Long green onion, the Ishikura Long Winter, and the seeds are very fresh and the germination rate is really, really high, and we have a really thick hedgerow of that. We have 2 rows that is a little bit more sparse. These are the Tokyo Long White scallions, and they're growing to where we can start. So we'll wait for the green onions to grow taller before we mount it some more. So we don't want to bury it completely. Basically, we mount it up to where the leaves of the green onion start to branch off. And so we'll wait for it to grow some more before we mount it, and maybe that'll be in round 3. So in round 2, we saw the Ishikura Long Winter and the Tokyo Long White green onions, and it seems like the Ishikura Long Winter is growing a little bit better than the Tokyo Long White. I'm not sure if that's the seeds affecting that or not, but something that we noticed. And before I sign off, just really quickly, I normally don't shoot under this type of lighting conditions with the sun out. It just creates contrast and shadows, and it makes it very difficult for you guys to see some of the details of the plants. But I wanted to share the sunlight with you, and hopefully it'll help you feel a little bit warmer today. So until the next round, we'll see you then. Here's a quick winter update of the plants that are growing in this part of the garden. Down below we have some nasturtium. These were seeds that we got after Thanksgiving, I believe, and The color, we got quite a few colors, so I'm not sure which one this is or what color that one is until they bloom. This is a volunteer pomegranate plant. It's a 1-year-old plant. Very, very interesting to find that pomegranate saplings do not drop their leaves in the winter. Here is our sunshine blueberry. It's kind of camouflaged by our Christmas tree mulch. You can see the flower buds that will form into blueberries. It's basically the clusters that are here. This one's closer to blossoming. We have quite a few on this blueberry plant. This is our ornamental manzanita shrub. Our round Spanish black radishes. You can see one of them forming. There's another one. So they're about to be ready to go soon, I think. It'll be interesting to pull them out and taste them for the first time. These are our Daikon radishes. I think I don't know, they might be close to bolting and they haven't gotten any bigger. Nonetheless, we'll have seeds and collect for next time. Our Brussels sprouts. Our fingerling purple potato. Marigold. French breakfast radishes. I'm going to save one of these and allow it to produce seeds for us. So they come in various sizes. They were all sowed at the same time, so not all seeds grow into big plants. But here are a couple that are pretty big. Let's pull them out for you. With radishes, if you leave them, if you let them grow and leave them for too long, the inside will become mushy. So we're near that point now, and we need to pick them. So I'm going to thin some of these out. Leave some of the larger ones to seed save. Our line of onions, and then our broccoli plant is still growing, and this is our mossy parsley. Parsley is a good companion plant, and onions as well, especially with plants that like to be attacked by worms, like leafy greens, including broccoli. So we're not going to run into too much trouble with worms this time of year because it's cold, but it's a good practice to plant these companion plants. And then also sometimes you get a rogue plant in your seed packet. So we have a regular flat leaf parsley that grew from a packet of mossy curl parsley. So you can see the contrast between the two types of parsley. Flat leaf and the mossy. The mossy ones, they're used more as an ornamental, as a garnish. They look nicer when they use them as a garnish as opposed to flat leaf. But as far as the taste, I think they taste very similar. I can't tell you if I can't distinguish the difference if there is one. So I like growing both of them. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it on this side. If you look really carefully, you can see the blush that's developing on this Sanguinelli blood orange. I'm excited to try this blood orange for the first time ever. Once again, this was a tree that was purchased from a grower in Northern California, and it arrived bare root. I think that was either 3 or 4 years ago. We finally have some fruit on this tree, and this one is especially large. This is the size of a regular orange, and I'm excited about this because I normally don't find blood oranges to be this big. They're normally, as I have always mentioned, and you'll probably hear it again, they're around this size. So I'll be saving the blood orange experience, and we'll share that together on video. So I look forward to finding some time to shoot that. And here are the other blood oranges on this tree. This one's really tiny. Just a quick note, where I live, the municipal water supply, the water is very hard. So this is all the, this is from our water overspray. So all this white stuff. So the good thing is we probably don't need to add calcium to our soil, because just watering with the municipal water, there's plenty of stuff in there for the plants.